Hello to my Cancers. All right, Cancers, let's get right into it. Let's get into it. This reading is for the 19th through the 26th of January. We are winding down this cycle. That's right. We had a full wolf moon in Cancer. That's right, in your sign. So by now you should know exactly what was concealed about you, about the tribe, your community that you want to be a part of now, like the phase with that the frequency that you're on right now in your life, and like the kind of people that you want to create around, like people you feel safe to create a life around. So if you're talking about people that you want to work with, people that you want to create around, you should know exactly what type of energies you want to create around. So I will not wait for today to be good. I will make today a good day. So you're not waiting for it to be a good day. No matter what the weather is, you're going to make it a good day, right? You're going to make it a good day. So let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. We're almost finished recording the prediction videos for February. We kept the prediction videos for January over on this side, so the people who are not on the Patreon side could see the prediction videos over here on the YouTube side. But we're going to put them back over on the Patreon side for the prediction videos. So if you're over there, great. If you're over here, great too. So let's do it. Let's do it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's do it. All right, Cancers, let's go. Alrighty. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description. Let's go. All right. I've already prayed over everyone's cards. We're doing an immediate return to sender of any negative energy that's trying to come your way or my way. An immediate return to sender. Let's go. First card out the deck. King of Cups. Something has brought you to a level of emotional maturity. Dealing with shark energies, you have been brought to a level of emotional maturity, right? Something has been fulfilled, something is closed out. You created something and you dealt with some sharks in the past. You know, when you created something, those energies, they were waiting for some kind of recognition from you. Right? They were waiting for you to fulfill some kind of, ego, waiting for you to pour more into them or something that you created, or waiting for something, right? Waiting for you to. So here we have the Justice card. It was two of them. You dealt with two master manipulators. Very cold, but something has been fulfilled. So anyway, here we have the Temperance card. You have a guardian angel. You're seeing things from a higher frequency now. You're starting to learn how to see things from a higher frequency. When you're dealing with energies, they feel like everything comes so easy for you. You're starting to really pay attention to your High Priestess gifts. Really, and to protect your peace. Really to protect your peace. So we got 2, 4, 5, 6. Tower card, right? So now you're having this tower moment where you are learning how to, tower moments are really working to your advantage. When you have a tower moment, that is not the time for you to lose it. That is the time for you to go into prayer mode, prayer warrior mode. Okay? You're divinely protected. You're learning how to see things from a higher frequency. But somebody was dealing with two sharks. Something around something that you had created, whether it was a child, a business, something that you created. Okay? Two sharks who jumped to some conclusions about you because of your High Priestess gifts. You figured something out. You had done your light High Priestess. So it's something you figured out. You had already done the shadow work. So you're in the light. You've been enlightened about something. So if it's, for instance, let's say you have a child, because that's something you created, you procreated with someone, right? And there was some kind of injustice that was done to your child in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Maybe somebody says something horrible about you to your child behind your back and you weren't aware of it. And your child came home and they were being disrespectful to you. You're being made aware of it. You're being made aware of it. Like, if you're like, why are they acting out? What in the world? Such and such. Or if you created a business, there were two energies that source is making you aware of it through prayer. Some kind of injustice was being done. You have a guardian angel that's helping you to see things from a higher frequency, because some people jump to some conclusions about you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what source is saying. It's like, it's important for you as high priestess energy to not just be around familiar spirits, because they gossip. They don't know what they're talking about. They're too busy being nosy busybodies. They familiar with this. They heard that. Somebody told them this and that. This is why it's important for you to be in your crab shell in light high priestess energy, not drinking, not on excessive meds, all this other stuff, where you are under another type of a spirit. Like, of course, your doctor going to tell you what you can take and what you can't take. Y'all know what I'm saying. But we're talking about not under any other kind of a spirit, where source is saying to you, I'm trying to get some clarity to you about some things. Some kind of injustice is being done where people jump to conclusions about you. Some of you all have created brands and businesses. Some of you all have created space for a new job. Some kind of injustice has been done to you in your job. But if you don't go in your crab shell, your symbol is a crab, and learn how to flush out whatever it is you learn how to flush out. It's going to be hard for. That's why you hear people say, oh my God, I'm having a tower moment, because they don't know, because you're having a total recall of some things. That is what a tower moment is. A total recall. That's not just the last week or what you had for breakfast. A total recall is as far back as you can remember. That's where you need that quiet time where source can download some stuff into your memory to let you know, okay, stuff you forgot all about. Because what's hidden in the tower card is people's obsession with something they had jumped to conclusions about as far as you're concerned. That's what's hidden there. So it could have been something you've totally forgot all about. It could have been a car accident that you took somebody to court for years ago. It could have been a grievance you filed in HR years ago, and somebody is still obsessing over something and you just told you, like, well, wait a minute, why am I having a dream about something? Source is trying to get a message to you. Pay attention. So you're not waiting to have a good day. You will make it a good day. You're speaking it into existence, but something has been fulfilled. Something is now closed out. Yeah, and somebody is coming home. Somebody is coming home. Two people were responsible for something happening. A man and a woman was responsible for something happening, but somebody is flying to you. It's a quick progression of something. Somebody is flying to you. And people are praying for your strength. You're just like, somebody was in a karmic relationship and didn't realize it was a karmic relationship, with somebody. Like, you and somebody was in a karmic relationship with somebody. You and somebody was in a karmic relationship. So it could have been you and your spouse. It could have been you and your child, your adult child. It could have been you and your sibling was in a karmic relationship. You could have been the meek one. They could have been the one that was in survival mode. So you could have been the one that says, I'm letting God fight my battles. I ain't even dealing with the mess. I let God fight my battles. You could have been the meek one. They could have been the one in survival mode. But what's important is that you are light high priestess energy, where you are getting your downloads and not being oblivious to what's going on. Because somebody jumped to conclusions about you, or jumped to conclusions about somebody else. And you were in hermit mode. And so money is coming across your path. But obviously, we know money is not everything. Money is not everything. Somebody was dealing with a shark energy. Somebody who was cold behind their eyes, who was emotionless behind their eyes. So this planet right here, Uranus, is retrograde until I believe it's the end of, I believe it's retrograde until the end of this month. I believe it's until the end of January. But this is a planet where you feel changed, liberated, and free from something. Changed, liberated, and free, finally, from something. But Source, that's why I talk so much about being high vibrational on my channel. I walk you through like everything. I read the cards upright and in reverse. So if it sounds like I'm giving advice, I'm not. I'm just reading the cards upright and in reverse. But somebody entered a circus, like somebody entered into a circus. You could have entered into a job that you didn't even realize was a circus. Somebody that you love could have entered into a relationship they didn't even realize it was a circus. It could have seemed like it was fun from the outside. Y'all know how like companies be having like these team events and stuff. You go, oh, you know, that's the company I want to work for. They seem like they having a lot of fun. Until you work in a job like the movie The Firm, then you're like, oh shoot, what the heck? Right? Or you leave something where you feel like, okay, these people are obsessed. Like they stalking you, gang stalking, doing all kinds of stuff. Right? So something happened where I see money coming across your path. I see some kind of money is coming across your path. Here we have the Six of Swords here. You know, as a result of you moving on from some shady energies. Somebody jumped to some conclusion as you moving on from some shady energies, but some money is coming across your path. You know, somebody fell for some kind of bait and switch. They were baited into something, and then somebody switched up on them while you were working. So this happened while you were working behind closed doors. So you were in hermit mode working. Either you or your person was working behind closed doors, minding your business, and somebody fell for some kind of bait and switch from some shady energies. Here we had the Two of Swords, and they were blindsided. So two energies were blindsided, and somebody was thriving. Here's a death rebirth. So something is over. Some kind of rebirth happened. Something is over. Yeah, something is over. But something has brought you to a level of emotional maturity at this point where from now on you will be in the light. You will be enlightened. Like when you're getting downloads, somebody, because what Source is trying to get somebody to learn how to do is balance within. Because when you're holding on so tight emotionally to a point where you just can't let go of something, like you just, like, you know how like you're holding on so tight to people emotionally, where Source is like, okay, it's like sometimes something's so close you can't really see it. So it's like, no, you're going to have to balance something out within. Like you're going to have to, like, okay, get some downloads, like get some air, like get some downloads. You're having a dream about something. You get some, like standing at the kitchen sink, the water is running. You're getting a download because you zoned out for a second, getting a download. Driving your car, you zone out, you're listening to a song. Some messages are coming through. Download, okay, what were you thinking about? Obviously, you're not going to be texting and driving, obviously, not you doing that. But you have wake up from a dream, you're getting a download. Even in like that twilight state where you may not remember everything, if you have the strength to pull out your cell phone and open up the notes section, even if it's just like, sometimes you're like, if you put notes in your notes section, it may not even look like you can read it because you half sleep, half awake or whatever, but at least you're putting something there, right? And say, okay, then come back to it, right? But get in the practice of doing that, because those are messages, downloads that come. These first thoughts that's coming to you. Source is trying to get a message to you, because some people are just motivated. Somebody dealing with a Scorpio. Somebody is just like, if you notice the nature of a scorpion, the scorpion with the legs. It will sting itself to death. Literally become obsessed with something till it stings itself to death. And that's just what I said. The Tower card here is an Aries involved with something. There's a Scorpio involved in something. There's a Leo involved in something. Source is saying to you, something was so obsessed, like it was almost like to the death of something. Like somebody was so obsessed with you, and somebody was like, if they kill somebody, they're gonna get something, they're gonna do something. And somebody was just like, it's almost like your manager saying, you know, you left the company. Like the only movie that's coming to my mind is the movie The Firm right now. It's like that movie, y'all know what I'm talking about, with Tom Cruise in it. That's what's coming. Like somebody left their job, and that scene where like the cars pull up, the guys come out with the guy with the mustache, and he was like, I'm paid to pay attention, or whatever the line, y'all know what line he said. And he's got pictures of somebody with somebody had an affair on a beach and all of this other stuff, he's talking about in the movie or whatever. But that, so Source is saying to you, a lot of people were talking. A lot of lips were moving. And so while the lips are moving and people are getting familiar with stuff, Source needed you to be in your crab shell doing the energy work. Basically flushing out your moon sign, right? Pouring into you. Staying in the light, not being with familiar spirits. So when people are telling you stuff, you're thinking everybody lying. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not really sure what to believe. I don't know who to believe. I'm not really sure I don't know what to think, because of how long you've known people. Thinking two people were lying about something. Thinking two people were lying about their financial independence. Because so many people were so familiar. Familiar spirits are very dangerous. These are family members, or like family, church family, mosque family, blood relative family, family members. I don't know why people don't get it. I really don't. I don't, because everybody can relate to that. Everybody can relate. If some people right now went to some of your family members right now, Cancer, and asked some of your family members about you, you haven't talked to them in years about you, some of them will lie on you straight through their teeth. Because of their jealousy. They could not wait to gossip about you. Oh, I've been knowing them since our cribs were pushed right next to each other. Because they jealous of your relationship with somebody, or they jealous of the fact that you financially independent, you and your spouse, y'all doing good, or whatever the case. They will lie right to whomever will ask a question. That is what you have in common with people. Shady family members. That is what you have in common with people. Yeah. So here we have with the Wheel of Fortune, but you're also fortunate enough to have solid people around where somebody is going to have some good God-given common sense to say them people are lying, because you're going to always have that one person to say, hold on. And that's the angel that Source is going to send right on through to say, hold on. All of those people that are telling whoever about you, Cancer, none of those people were around when ... Cancer needed such and such. That's who Source had. Source had a sense of a guardian angel in some way. When everybody else was confused about, these are familiar spirits, we're confused about a master manipulator saying something about you. That's what you have in common with people. And everybody was confused. That is the beauty of you being a Cancer, high vibrational Cancer. If you were a low vibrational Cancer, you'd be sitting somewhere easily manipulated. Easily, because you're a water sign. Easily. Well, I'm not really sure, because I don't know, because I mean they could be. That is their family. Their family would know them better than anybody else. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Not if they haven't talked to them. Somebody had to go on some kind of discovery and find out that somebody was in school. Because the family members didn't know. They too busy lying. They were too busy gossiping about somebody's sexuality. That's all people cared about. Who was somebody dating the same sex? That's all they cared about. If it's salacious and it's going to cause judgment coming down on somebody, but some good news about somebody going back to school and bettering themselves, they're not motivated by that kind of stuff. And that's what Source is trying to help somebody understand, is like something had to bring you to a whole new level of emotional maturity and push you back into a crab shell and do the work, the emotional work. Because when people were lying, vain and vengeful spirits were lying. So something had to push you back into hermit mode. So somebody is absolutely in school. Somebody is in school, having a whole new lease on life, financially independent and working. While they're in school, financially independent, but it took somebody from the outside to come in and tell people that. Prosperity lies ahead. There's a Taurus involved. Somebody has a moon in Taurus. There was a lot of people who were, like I said, somebody was dealing with a vain and vengeful spirit, green with envy, who was absolutely obsessed with manipulating everybody around somebody's material possessions and their material wealth. They were obsessed with someone's sexuality. They were obsessed with lying on somebody, making somebody look like Boo Boo the Fool, and had all of these people, confused about you and somebody else. You and somebody else. That's what you and somebody had in common. Soon as you and somebody try to move on from shady people, whether it was a shady job, shady love interest, shady whatever, that's what you have in common with other human beings. It's either you and somebody have that with your shady exes, shady ex-bosses, shady ex-love interest, shady. So before somebody goes into just believing anything you hear, because somebody was married to somebody, they was friends with somebody, they was ex-love interest, whoever, somebody is going to be, I'm telling y'all are human lie detectors. Somebody is going to be like, you know what? I need to stay in the light. I'm going to take my time as a high vibrating Cancer. I'm not going to just believe anything I hear. That's what this is right here. I'm not going to just believe anything I hear. Because what somebody couldn't see, that somebody was being bullied out of their money. That's what somebody could not see for the life of them. This master manipulator was, I love somebody. We supposed to be together, and I just want my family together. Steadily bullying people, harassing people, obsessed, taking stuff away from people, beating people up, aggressive. People couldn't get help for years because of the same master manipulation. And everybody just sitting around gossiping and talking. So I don't know if this was you, something was happening, and people just didn't believe you, what was going on. But so it's like somebody had to come through. Somebody had to come through with some sense. But I'm telling y'all better be glad that there's some people who don't believe this, these type of energies. The source is saying, sending you some people that's going to help you build some strength for real. That's going to help you to build some third eye strength. Help you to build some discernment. Because these kids are going to stop telling adults. I'm talking about even your inner child is going to stop going to authority figures on your job, whether they're little kids or your inner child, going to these authority figures that can make a difference and make a change, and people not believing you. If you're an adult and you go to a job, HR or whatever, they don't believe you, need to be looking for another job in the next day. It's that, I mean, for real, that's not your company. You ain't getting paid that much money. I don't care what it is. You need to be gone. You need to be gone. Children don't have it that easy. There's too many moving parts to all of that. But if they're coming to an adult and they're saying to an adult, I'm being bullied, or you can see it, you can or somebody else is saying, okay, this other parent is doing something, and everybody's like, well, we don't really know. Everybody's so confused. I don't get it. I really don't get it. If you got parents that saying, okay, this person needs some help, and everybody's sitting around just talking, and we need everybody clear-headed, for real. You and your loved ones are safe. A fiery climax approaches. So there's a Cancer involved and there's an Aries involved. Like I said before, there's Aries, Cancer, and Taurus involved in something. So there's a child involved in something, and people are just looking at the cards, the energy I'm picking up, people being a little bit too passive. That's all I can say. I ain't trying to judge nobody, but for real, somebody need to put some fire up under them. I mean, get into prayer warrior mode, whatever. But there just be too many stories about like this as far as kids are concerned, like too much stuff come out in the news and stuff about kids, and then everybody always pointing the fingers at somebody. Well, where was the mother? Where was the father? Where was everybody else? When you got all these able-minded adults who are supposed to be professional. Let me go ahead and finish reading the cards. Let me finish reading the cards, child. Let me just read the cards. Friendships. Somebody raise their frequency in terms of friendships, because again, people just cannot have this much education and just be knowing stuff and just be like not seeing stuff. Like That's why you see, like people be getting involved when people be seeing. Hold on for a second. Yeah, like this person right here, somebody should be fighting mad when there's kids involved. Like, I don't get it. True offering, but true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. It seems like it's too many people who want to mind their business when at the wrong time. Just be motivated by the wrong stuff, motivated by gossip, the complete wrong stuff, for real. Like just motivated by the wrong stuff. How people making their money, how people are thriving. But when you have a young person who needs help, people are like, they don't know what's going on. Well, I heard this and somebody told me that, and I'm not really sure. Like, that's why the system is broken, for real. That's just why the system is broken. But hopefully this is helpful for somebody. But yeah, it's a fiery climax happening right here. It's a fiery climax that's happening right here. But somebody had to step in. It's a wheel of fortune. So somebody need to count their blessings, for real. Somebody need to count their blessings. That's the time to be nosy. You hear somebody cussing their kids out, that's the time for you to get your behind on the phone and call the police, for real. Like, okay, this is abuse. Not all this, well, I mean, you know, I got cussed out when I was a kid and I turned out all right. No, you sitting in therapy somewhere trying to get your mind right. Yeah, so, yeah, wake up call. Right here, 666, a wake up call. Anyway, there you go. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful for somebody. Like I said before, you're not going to wait to have a good day. You're going to make it a good day every single day. You're going to make it a good day for you, and that's the energy you're going to project out into the universe. But somebody's about to raise their frequency when it comes to these friendships. These, whatever you call it, your friendships. It's not going to be the length of time you've known somebody, especially when people need help. That's going out the window. You can raise your frequency when it comes to friendships. All right? That's what I have for you. Bye.